Alright, how's it going? Today we had a good day. Yesterday not so much. Because of the delay that I had with welding in that tube for the upload, because what actually happened is I went to pause it, must have untapped it, and it kept running. So it made a two-part video, and then when I started uploading it, it was over 30 minutes, and it took at least 20 hours for it to upload that. So today we're gonna do, in brief explanation, my experience already with what I did already, and then talk about a little bit of upgrades. I'm gonna try to keep this at a 5-minute, hoping people will watch and understand me. So in brief, my truck ain't no show princess. Just getting the word out there. My truck is not a show rig. It has dents in it, and it's going to continue to have them dents in it and maybe get worse. So that's the type of truck I'm building, a truck to use it. To clarify up, the punk kid that doesn't have anything truck related that commented on my stuff today, that sits and watches anime, you know what I mean? You can't view my shit anymore, can you? Because I blocked you and flagged you. You know what I mean? If you keep doing it, they're gonna boot you off YouTube. Anyway, the shackles, the angle on them is damn near perfect for a 12-inch leaf. And I cannot flex them out. They have so much flex in them, they outreach a 12-inch leaf pack altogether, and it just a really smooth, soft ride. You know what I mean? My leafs that were the 6 inches with the 0 rate and the 5.5-inch shackles, it probably adds up to 8 inches, like I said. They weren't moving in the front. I was getting all my leaf spring, that short that I have with it flexing, that front axle didn't move at all. So that was one of the reasons that nobody caught it and said, hey, yeah, I noticed this and that, and most probably didn't see it. So in that video, that's why my rear tire went out, is because the rear suspension was doing so much work on it. It actually tweaked the tire, because I had it down to low pressure. It tweaked the tire and rolled it off it twisted it and rolled that IROC off the rim. It did air up because they're double beadlocks. They might not look that way, but those are, it's either they're older race lines or trail ready beadlocks, and they still work for as shitty as the rock rings look. But I could take the rock ring off, clean them up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them wheels. Okay, I had one welded because I bounced it off the rocks, low pressure, and it dented it, and I had to take it in before I had a welder and pounded out and TIG welded, and he even reinforced the back edge. He TIG welded that edge, so if you have aluminum wheels and in your crawler, you can have them do that. At least this guy did. He put an all new bead on it and then cut it down. I could probably show you if you asked. On the wheel that I was airing up today that everybody has, I have 1,100 views, probably might still go on throughout the night. So the 12-inch leaf works. It is actually like 13 inches. It will be, not right now. It's hard to notice right now. There's some views of it that you can notice it, how tall it actually is. But because I don't have nothing lifting the back right now, I mean, we're getting to that. I got to take the 2 leaves out of that rear pack that I said that I thought they were possibly in them front packs, and put them back in it, because indeed they are. With the leaves removed and you have 12-inch leaves, it does make them soft. So the rear, we're going to try to put 4-inch 56-inch packs back there. I don't want to run a 52. So the point would be to that is I already have a 4.5 inch shackle flip and a 6-inch shackle. I also have the 2.5 flip kit if I need to. And I have a 0 rate to adjust if it swings forward for hitting or whatever it is. And I can always get a slip yoke eliminator for the transfer case that I'm probably going to rip out of it anyway. But anyway, that's in brief. I still got to do shocks. The shocks are not hooked up. Those shocks on the front, if you wanted to know, those are out of a 98 two-wheel drive dually Chevy 4-door. And they're long, so they work. And my rear shocks, because I got mixed matched, because I ain't rich, you know what I mean? I can't just go out and just, there's some, I need some Bellsteins unless somebody's gonna donate them to me or buy them for me. You can, if you want to. Just saying. I'm not asking for donations though, because maybe if I make a special videos, you know what I mean, at your request for you, then you can buy me shocks or something, you know what I mean? Because I already am a jokester as it is. So if you want some special piece made and you know what I mean, I can do that probably if you want. I don't know. We can see how I can make that work. But anyway, still got to do shocks. I have Super Duty. I think they're older Super Duty shock mounts. You know what I mean? The tall boy. You know what I mean? Narrow, that long. Those that I can use to relocate it. I want to do a panhard bar, like I said, because the side to side, if it gets sliding, you know what I mean, I want at least something to, like, if it yanks it, you know what I mean, I don't want it to just bend up shackles. You know, that's the point of the panhard bar altogether. It's not like, oh, because you messed something up in your physics that you thought you needed. No, it's, I needed a 7-inch shackle because the shackle I went up higher. I could put a 6-inch in there too, but 7 gave me more swing out of it. So if you can understand it, I completely am aware that there is a great possibility of me bending them shackles, but in Kurt I trust, and I will just buy another pair. So they're that cheap. And the powder coating, you know what I mean, is like excellent. So just letting you know, I know for a fact that when I put the leafs in the back, or modified the rear leafs, and they're heavily modified in flex. They're 50s, the factory 56s. There's 2 different leafs in there that are out of leaf packs. Like I said, the 2 super lifts, and there is a 4-inch one, like the center one from a 4-inch front skyjacker. It would be the soft ride skyjacker that I made my 5.5-inch leafs out of. So that'd be like this, the middle, or the third one from the top down is the one that I used on it to make that correct. If you want to try the mod, you know what I mean. They might not line up when it comes up towards the top perfectly, but they still flex to a great deal amount. If you don't want to buy least, it can be done. I've also seen people have a couple different regular leaves added and then re-arch the whole pack, and then they've actually achieved like almost a 4-inch lift that way too. So that's all possible. And oh yeah, one of the leafs that are in that rear pack that you see double Hendrix clamps, they're the 2 clamps that got the bolts that hold them together in the middles, that is a 52 leaf. So you can understand it. I know how to make things work. So I believe a 4-inch pack will work. I've already jacked it up and measured to level what I got on the back, or on the front. And that's how that's probably going to have to happen. I also have, and I don't know if anybody else has done it, but my 2.5 shackle flip, I might use that for the front to drop it down if I have to. But I also have the 77 frame at disposal. So if I need to cut the rear hangers off of that, because they're down further off the frame, I can also do that. And I think if I did that, I think a 2-inch block would actually level it from what they're worth, because I think they're right at a 4-inch already. Soft, a 4-inch or 2.5 inch, I think, but they're very soft. I also have a 0 right under there. Like I said, the axles kick back an inch. But anyway, this is hitting 10 already. I just figured I'd be in brief about it. And if somebody's gonna watch it, like I said, I ain't building no show truck. This thing is gonna be like the movie Death Proof and some. I'm gonna have an in cage too. You know what I mean? If I want to put rock wheels under that thing and hit a goddamn mile-long jump, that you're gonna be able to fucking do that with it. I'm building the truck for my daughter, and I don't want her to end up getting hurt in it. If she decides to, you know what I mean, rock the piss out of it. You know what I mean? Just understand it's, you know what I mean? I should call it Death Proof, but I'd rather call it Nightmare Seeker. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be seeking your nightmares. Understand that. Have a good one. Appreciate, like, subscribe.